Okay, so welcome to the third part. Now I feel like a YouTuber. So, we were talking about this view of the world, okay? I just mentioned this situation of the pandemic and how we all have different perceptions and perspective of this. But it's not only about a specific phenomena, but it can be about something different, okay? For example, uh, life itself. Okay, probably we feel that in life we have to be busy and work in a computer, have internet, have a cell phone, social media, listen to music, drink some coffee. Okay, but probably in another part of the world, okay, they have a different perception of what life is and how it must be spent. Okay, so the next one, data or they are elicited, okay, and gathered. So, well, when we are doing this ethnography, okay, we can just do what you were doing with Mystico, that you go to a classroom, okay, you sit in the back of the class and you observe and you take notes and you don't really interact with people, right? Or you can gather some other and elicit some other information if you go and talk to the people there, you ask some questions, okay, you interview some people, you are going to get some more information. Okay, and of course that implies that you have to spend some time there, spend time in the field. It is going to be relative the time that you spend of the type of research that you're going to have. You just kind of spend a couple of minutes in a classroom observation, a couple of hours, or if you can also, it depends on the type of research. If you're going to have a longitudinal research, you can spend even years observing something. Okay, or just as I mentioned before in National Geographic, that you had to spend months and months and years to try to understand the group and the culture that this tribe has. Okay, and participant constructs are used to structure the research. That means that you are not going to bring the rules to the table. You are going to observe, you're going to get this data, and as a teacher of mine used to say, you are going to let the data talk to you, okay, to tell you what there is, okay. For example, you're not going to say like this, for example, talking about occidental part of the world, that we have certain rules in economy, certain rules in social behavior, certain rules in education. I am not going to go with the same set of rules, with my beliefs, with my experience, to tell other people in the oriental part of the world how everything works. Okay, but I'm going to take everything I get from the observation and try that the view that they have structure my research. Okay, there are observational techniques that we have to take into consideration. As I mentioned previously, this interaction, not only observation, or you can even try to become part of the group, to participate in the events and the rituals that this group has. Okay, and of course, we're going to have this research that is holistic. That means that it's descriptive and we're looking for interpretation. Okay, on the other hand, we have Hitchcock, huge. That suggests that ethnography involves descriptive cultural knowledge of a group. Okay, we are going to experience something of the culture, so a part of the culture, and we are going to try to describe and give a meaning to this experience. For example, I remember once that I was in the States, I was waiting for the train to come, and then someone just sneezed. And my first instinct was to say salud. But then I remember that I was in the States and I had to say bless you. But then I realized that some seconds had just passed and no one said anything. And I was like, okay, that is weird. No one said bless you. But well, we're in a public space. Okay, there is